Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is part 4 of I don't know how many parts of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we just finished interrogating April May, and she nearly had a complete breakdown. But then us, as Phoenix Wright, elected to cross-examine the bellboy that was at the hotel. But Edgeworth would only allow it under one condition, and that's if, if this alibi holds up, our defendant, Mia Fey, will be declared guilty on all charges of murder. So we have to make sure that doesn't happen. So now that you're caught up, let's interrogate the bellboy. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Bringing the whole shebang with him. Those teapots, what are those, biscuits, I presume, or crumpets? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. What a polite gentleman. I'm gonna turn this down on my end a little bit. There. Perfect. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Witness testimony, Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Shouldn't it be 9? She asked for an iced coffee. Oh, Miss May, not May. Okay. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Rock solid alibi. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Maya will be murdered by the state. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. Objection! What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests. I bet you do. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. I bet you did. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Will I? I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Objection! Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and Point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Objection! 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. That won't add up, I don't think. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 a.m., the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Well, what's the... Is there actually not, like, evidence I can look at? Like, I can look at that. And this wouldn't prove anything. None of this proves anything. So we'll keep talking to him. Objection! Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee. I'd like, iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Objection! You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guests, sir, favored me with, an embrace... embrasser, sir? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. I don't see how bed making has anything to do with it. I'm really thinking it's the room service. Room service. Tell me again about, room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. Guess had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. We don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why do you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you, didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Edgeworth's like, are you for real? You fool! I've done it, I've won. Why do you think that? Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, is this other person? Simple, it was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as have been previously revealed, Mrs. April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence... Yeah, after all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. This is all for today, for the trial of Mia Fey. Maya Fey. Mia was... Court is adjourned. Mia was adjourned. So we bought ourselves a day. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Number 1! Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... no, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after all that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. You think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. You can call me the Abacus. You can count on me. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Okay, good. The victim dodged an attack, but then ran to the right, but then she was caught and struck, which is... a lie. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued in Act 3 of Case 2 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1. Yes, I would love to save my progress up to this point. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Are we visiting April May? There she is. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Look at her eyes just going. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Yeah, look how trembling in fear he is right now. So, what is it you asked to wish of me, then? I mean, for starters, how'd you get to be so totally whacked? Examine. Oh, she moved. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. Present. I'm gonna present my badge. Present. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks, I noticed. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I just had something to get her to talk. Why'd you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, hmm? Creep. This woman's impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it, bottom-feeded, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or is it just against me? Present. Hey, guess, yeah. I'm guessing none of these, like... I'm gonna need whatever that proof is, which I don't have. Move. Move to... Back to the... Why is the painting missing? I'm more curious about that than anything else at the moment. Like, why is that painting gone? Oh, it looks like Grossberg is out today, again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Fisherman, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. Potted plant. Should probably check everything again, just to be certain that... Mahogany. Mahogany. Oh, who's this? What's this? A switch? Old photos, there's 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A and B. Let's take a look at these. Let's look at the first one first. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Is that Mia's mom? Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? What? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna want to show that person to May, because wasn't that the person we saw? Like at the start? You again! Can you take a hint and stay gone? The only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Present. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha, reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof it was him? Hmm? Yeah, proof. Show me the proof. I'm so close. So, I guess, go back to the hotel room. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will be swell as a hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought us the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Who's this gentleman? Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I'll be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Affidavit, yeah. Is there anything new I can examine? Huh? There's still a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Ah, please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names except tulips and sunflowers. Nice weather. Yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. It's $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. Just kidding. Oh, ho, ho, ho. With the look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but could you refrain from touching those? It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. Simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. I guess that pretty well does it. So let's go back to April, May and watch her trip out over the affidavit. Take that! Do you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. This is it, all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that is an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been a witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Yeah, Red White, of course. The president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corps. Red White? Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corps is located? No. Mr. Red White at last. Finally a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Aw. Present! Phone. What if I go back to... I feel like I'm gonna need that other picture. Where the heck is that loafer? That old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, well. You were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial, I say. He was there. Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something had passed down through Maya. Maybe. Brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some information. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister. That poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why do you refuse a request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry, it's just... need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see, yes. That's right. Sold it. I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't... So what if I... do this? Present. Present. Oh, I can't even present. Present! I beg your pardon, but I'm not at liberty to speak on the matter. Present. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? Give it back at once. Sorry to have taken it without your knowledge. But I have to know, who is this man? He was most likely in April May's room at the night of the murder. What's that, you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? What has him so flustered, I wonder? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. He's fallen silent as a stone. A rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. Photograph Grossberg. Well, I guess we can move on to Blue Core. September 7th, Blue Core Inc. CO's office. What's with the surreal decor? There's that painting again. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous, he says. Perhaps I've intimidated you with my gigantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Core. You know, corporate expansion official. What? My business dealings bring me in contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come meet me like this. What's he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Where do you get this picture? Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is that a replica? Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth $5 million for sure. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up, Best Participation, Judge's Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. Words judges and special kind of stand out. Statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Core sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beautatious for just about anyone to appreciate. What is with this table? That's too much. Guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the... thing. It's modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Yeah. Its roundature is... splendiferous. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Talk at him. Miss May is an employee of Blue Core, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. Just me. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is inefficable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. It raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police. The courts. To me, they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Core, anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of disinformation. We are a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Core is named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Core, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Your vocabulosity is ubertastic. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? This yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? Huh? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. A lighter. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. Grody burger. What? Ugh! Oof. What just happened there? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he'll explain how a man can live life purely for pure personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises. Let me put in a language you're sure to understand. Shut up and get out. I've nothing more to say. Wiretap. Objection. I probably have to just leave. I'm a lawyer. Okay, let's leave. Red White wants us to get out. Orange, you glad I left? Red White of Blue Core. Move. Move back to Grossberg's lawyer office. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. Oh, you. What's wrong? You looked so pensive. Like an old man at the end of his days. Eh? I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. It's tack. So you came to see the trial, yes I did. So I spoke about all of this. So I paid Blue Core a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something's been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... that big painting. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Court, Red White's office. So, you noticed. Suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers? He's either giving him information or I'm gonna say blackmailing. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Core is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years! All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Name in the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It's 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. Was it a small medium at large? A spirit medium. Small spirit medium at large. A medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. Made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. As I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she's found. I'm an attorney. Okay, so I guess we could just go back to the office. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Maybe. Look at the plant. Is there clues in the plant? Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I have to check it out one of these days, so I can also cry. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. In alphabetical order, let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Well, there should be like DL6. Let's just start with A to I. See if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Of course. I've tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words: my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite makes his fortunes on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So me and new Grossberg. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim! Sigh. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here ends at the S. Suicide? Ew. Here's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. Just writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Newspaper clipping added to the court record. There we go. Shall I check? Yeah, check them. This one, because we haven't yet. T-U, I know, W, white. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Is it in the Thinker statue? Because I know that there were papers put in it. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Seeing how old these people are, I'm just curious. Kinda all over the place. It's not like JRPG conventions where it's like, oh, Grossberg is almost ready to retire at, like, you know, ripe old age of 30. It's actually 64. Red White's 39. Now what? I mean, I examined all of this that I really need to, right? Okay, so now what? We go back to Grossberg. Found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. What if I go back to the detention center? Apparently Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Did I go back to Red? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer. I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me, how? Found this article in Mia's office. Missed Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White. I know what you did to this politician. Blackmailed. You're blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him, either. You're threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You're involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Maya. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. So what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you, she was keeping tabs. For this reason you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? Thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man standing in front of me, he looks dazed, but could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those... Chief Prosecutor. I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You're a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. Case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be giving a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. That's not my name. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. What, are you representing yourself? Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. Not to her, but what had happened to her. I didn't know how else to even say that. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? You can stop holding your breath, for one. Well... help me break out of here. Defend me in court. Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Alright. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister, after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran your blood? I better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. Gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crimes it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Okay, so that's how the game's gonna, like, hand-wave that. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Well, okay then. Yeah, save the game. Yes, definitely save the game. By the sounds of things, the next episode is going to be, like, the climax of this case. So I think, how far are we in this? We're pushing 50 minutes, so I think this will be a good place to end this episode. Episode 4 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Do join in next time for part 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, whenever that may be. I imagine the court case will be settled in the next episode, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. So take care, everyone. Don't forget the lard, and don't forget to object to things.